Hello students, welcome to you all to the chemistry series of class 9th. I have started the chapter Atom and Molecules of class 9th. And I have discussed about what is the basic of atoms, how atoms constitute matter and the different laws given by the scientist to show that atoms is a smallest particle and how it governs it. So there was three laws, that was law of conservation of mass, law of constant proportion and law of multiple proportion. And I have also discussed the numericals on it. Today I am going to discuss about a very main important scientist who has the important contribution and started about the atom, Dalton atomic theory. Later on, this theory has no meaning. Okay? The theory has been changed. But what happened at his time, in that limited resource, he has started his startup and given this theory according to his need, according to his requirements. After later on, many things have been changed, but he has led to the foundation of the fundamental and new chemistry, foundations of new chemistry. Means his initiative stage has taken steps to give rise what we are using now, what chemistry, what we are studying now. So according to the Dalton, the first postulate, he has given some postulate, and according to his postulate, the first postulate was atom was made up of very tiny particle. Atom was made up of very tiny particles. That means कि atoms or elements are made up of the smallest particle. Second point was atom was indivisible. Atom was indivisible. As I have discussed earlier, any matter is made up of atom, and the smallest particle will be what? Will be destructed. The larger particle will be destructed to the smallest particle, that will be atom. And further, the atom will not be divisible. Means I have given that example of that rice grain, that will be not further divisible after some time when it comes to the smallest particle. The third postulate of Dalton was that elements of the atoms are joined in a small whole number ratio, to form a larger compound, and it cannot destroy or make a new atom. Like if A and B make C, that means it will be added in a small whole number ratio. Like not it is added in 3/4 or 2/3, 1/3. Only it will be what? 2, 1 or 3. And it only change, neither created nor destroyed. It can only change its number, its property. The four postulates of John Dalton was that the element having different atomic number or mass number will have the different atomic mass. Like different atomic number will be having different atomic mass. And the fifth postulate was the atoms which are having the same physical property may change the chemical property, may change the chemical property. May change the chemical property. That means the physical property can be the same, but chemical property may change. Like for example, neutrons. I will be coming in the limitations what has been changed. So this was the theory given by John Dalton, but this was the theory which has laid a milestone in the chemistry. But actually there was further, after some discovery of atom and working on the nucleus of the atom or radius of the atom, there were some limitations of Dalton. What was the limitations? So first limitation was that atom was divisible. Atom was further divided into, it has nucleus, it is divided into electron, proton and neutron. And on the basis of this only the atom's atomic number, valency, mass number is being decided. And second, his postulates were that some small whole number ratio, the elements are added in a small whole number ratio. But its limitation came that for some element like larger compound like urea, more compound like allotropes of carbon, it cannot be combined in a small whole number ratio. Like for example, there is some example like urea, sucrose, fructose, diamond, charcoal. They are what? They are the larger compound. They are the larger compound of carbon or nitrogen, etc. So in this they can be added in larger whole number or in sometimes in fraction also. The fourth limitation was, he has said the element with different atomic number will be different mass number. But its limitation was that for example, argon, atomic number argon and calcium both has atomic number different, but mass number of argon and calcium was same. Mass of argon and calcium was same. So this became the limitation of the Dalton's postulate. So why? And this is called isobar. Element like this which are having the same mass number but different atomic number was called as isobar. The fifth limitation was element which are having the same physical property, their chemical property may change. Like in that the number of neutrons may change. Like for examples, hydrogen. So hydrogen is having what? 3 neutrons, different neutrons, H1, H2, H3. So 1 neutron of hydrogen, that is what called protium, and 2 deuterium, and H3 was called as tritium. So atomic number atomic number of hydrogen was same in this. But what happened? The chemical property and number of neutrons has been changed. That was called protium, deuterium and tritium. And in this limitation, in further details, you will study in the structure of atomic structure how it has came into the existence, how it is being discovered. So for this the term is being used that was called isotope. So the limitations. So some terms after the limitations of Dalton atomic theory which you should know about is what? Isotopes, isobar are the limitations of the Dalton atomic theory. And another was what? The discovery of electron, proton, neutron. Number 4, allotropes of carbon. So these were the limitations of Dalton atomic theory. After these limitations, let's know some characteristics which are related to atoms. which are related to atom. So now also I say, or anybody will say, that atoms are really the smallest particle. Atoms are the tiny particles. Tiny particles. Number one characteristics. Number two characteristics of atoms are, second number, it cannot exist independently. It can't exist independently. Number three is, its radius is very small and can be measured in nanometer. Nanometer. So its radius is so small that it is only measured in nanometer. So these were the characteristics of atom which are concluded after the Dalton's postulate and limitations of John Dalton theory. So in this chapter, atoms and molecule, atom, you all have understood that what is atom. Now let's come to molecules. Let's understand what is molecules. As I have discussed in the characteristics, atom cannot exist independently. So, like hydrogen atom is what? H atom. But when you combine H and H, it becomes molecules. So it has an existence in it. Like we say H2 molecule. H2 molecule. A molecule needed one or two or more than two molecule to exist. Like O2. What is? Molecules of two oxygen. Suppose we are having a ball. So a ball is an atom. When you mix two balls, it becomes molecule. Three balls, molecules of three. Three balls here, three balls here. When you combine three balls, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it will become what? A new ball. New. So one ball is what? One ball is a atom. Three ball is a molecules. Three ball is a molecules. And when two molecules combine, 6 molecule was what? Compound. So in the next class, I will be discussing in detail that what is molecule, what is atomicity, and what is atomic number, mass number, valency, and how to make a chemical formula, how to frame a chemical formula. So